The legend of Zheng Yi Sao, the pirate queen of China. In the annals of piracy, few figures shine as brightly as Zheng Yi Sao, also known as Ching Shih, was a fascinating historical figure. Here are some interesting facts about her life. Zheng Yi Sao, formidable Chinese pirate queen whose life was filled with daring adventures, cunning strategies, and a legacy that still echoes through history. Zheng Yi Sao was born into humble beginnings in the early 18th century, but her journey led her to become one of the most powerful and influential pirates in the South China Sea. Zheng Yi Sao was born in 1775 in Guangdong, China, and little did anyone know that this unassuming child would grow up to terrorize the seas. Raised in poverty, she turned to a life of piracy at a young age, joining a gang led by Zheng Yi. She quickly rose through the ranks, proving herself to be both fearless and intelligent. Zheng Yi Sao was a prominent Chinese pirate in the early 19th century. She commanded one of the largest pirate fleets in history, with hundreds of ships and thousands of pirates under her control. She was a rare example of a female pirate leader in a male-dominated world. Her leadership and strategic acumen were instrumental in her success. The rise to power. Zheng Yi Sao's life took a remarkable turn when she married Zheng Yi, the leader of the Red Flag Fleet, a formidable pirate organization. Their partnership was not just one of matrimony but also of equals in the world of piracy. Together, they ruled the South China Sea with an iron fist. A pirate queen emerges. When Zheng Yi died in 1807, his widow was faced with a critical choice: she took over his pirate fleet. Under her leadership, the fleet continued to thrive and expand. She could let his legacy fade away, or she could seize control and become a legend in her own right. Zheng Yi Sao chose the latter. She assumed command of the Red Flag Fleet, and in a demonstration of her prowess, she united the pirate factions in the area under her banner. Zheng Yi Sao was not just a ruthless pirate, she was also an astute leader. She established a code of conduct for her fleet that was remarkably progressive. For her pirates, which included rules against stealing from the local population and severe punishments for breaking the code. Pirates under her command were forbidden from harming captives or women, and they operated under strict rules that maintained order and discipline. The pirate queen's dominance. Under Zheng Yi Sao's leadership, the Red Flag Fleet grew to an enormous force, comprising hundreds of ships and tens of thousands of pirates. Her reign of piracy was marked by numerous victories against the Qing dynasty and the British Empire. Her cunning tactics and bold strategies earned her the nickname, the Terror of South China. Negotiations and amnesty. As her power grew, the Qing dynasty recognized the need to deal with the pirate queen. In 1810, the Chinese government offered amnesty to Zheng Yi Sao and her crew. She took the deal, securing a peaceful and prosperous life for her pirates, while she herself retired from piracy. This marked the end of an era and the beginning of a new chapter in her life. She agreed to disband her fleet in exchange for amnesty and the ability to keep her wealth. She later ran a successful gambling house. After retiring from piracy, Zheng Yi Sao married a government official and had a family. She lived to a relatively old age, which was unusual for someone in her line of work. Legacy. Zheng Yi Sao's life is a testament to the power of determination, intelligence, and adaptability. She transitioned from a to be a source of inspiration. Today, the legend of Zheng Yi Sao, the pirate queen of China, endures as a symbol of empowerment. Her story transcends time, reminding us that anyone, regardless of their origins, can rise to greatness with unwavering determination and an unbreakable spirit. In a world that often associates piracy with male figures, Zheng Yi Sao stands as a shining example of how women have played crucial roles in history, even in the most unconventional and challenging fields. Her legacy continues to inspire people, emphasizing the importance of leadership, strategic thinking, and forging one's path in the face of adversity. Zheng Yi Sao's story has inspired numerous books, films, and works of fiction. She is remembered as one of history's most powerful and successful pirates. Zhang Bao. 3 codes for the pirates of the Red Flag Fleet are often misattributed to Zheng Yi Sao. The codes are: if any pirate goes privately on shore, he shall be taken, his ears mutilated, he will be paraded around the fleet and executed. Not the least thing shall be taken privately from the stolen and plundered goods, all shall be registered. The pirate receives for himself, out of 10 parts, only 2, 8 parts belong to the storehouse, called the general fund. Those who steal anything out of this general fund, shall be executed. Women captured from villages shall not be harmed or harassed. All women captives shall be registered, their place of origin recorded, and be given separate quarters. Those who rape or commit adultery with the women captives shall be executed. The 3 codes and the fact that Zhang Bao was the author of the codes were recorded in Jing Hai Fenji, an account of the Pirate Confederation by Qing official Yuan Yonglun based on first-hand testimonies. The misattribution of the codes to Zheng Yi Sao most likely originated from Philip Goss's The History of Piracy, first published in 1932, in which he said Zheng Yi Sao had drawn up a code of rules for her crews which somewhat resembled those subscribed to by earlier European pirates. Although the fact that the codes were misattributed was established, other sources list additional codes that may have been issued by Zheng Yi Sao, which is compiled below. Anyone caught giving commands on their own or disobeying a command from a superior is to be immediately decapitated. Pilfering from common treasury or public fund, and stealing from villagers who supplied the pirates were capital offenses. No pirate could retain any good before inspection. Goods had to be registered and then distributed by the fleet leader. 20% of the booty was to be returned to the original captor and the remainder was placed in a joint treasury or storehouse. Currency was to be handed over to the squadron leader, part was turned over to the fleet, and some back to the captor. In 1844, Zheng Yi Sao died at the age of 68 or 69, having led a relatively peaceful life after the death of her second husband, as the proprietor of an infamous gambling house somewhere around Guangdong. Thanks for watching. Subscribe my channel for more videos.